Hello everybody, how you doing? Wee Paddy here from across the shuck, and another wee traditional knife video for you today. It's not about this one, although this one has an awful lot in common with it. This, as you know, was one of my Grail traditional knives. It's the smaller one than I really wanted, but I was happy to get either. This is a number 14, Lick Creek. This is a Tom's Choice Barlow. Beautiful, beautiful knife. I just love everything about this knife. It is stunning. The workmanship, just the look of it gets me. That beautiful, crisp writing on the blade there. It's just beautiful. Everything about it. Fit, finish. Can't find fault with it. Centered right up the middle. It's just a beautiful, beautiful knife. So, what have I got for you today? Well, I'm going to set that there because it's very similar to that. And it comes in a little tube like this. And this is a Northfield. It's my first Northfield unexcelled, which is the higher range of GEC knives, the Northfield. They have added extras, if you like. And this one is in a sambar stag, my first knife in sambar stag. So it's a number 14 pattern, which is the Lick Creek. It's got, the main blade is a clip blade, but it has two blades. The second one's a pen blade, which is signified by the 2. And then it was manufactured in 2018. So I didn't get this new, I got it second hand, but very, very happy to get this one. I got this one off Al over at UK Knives, UK Legal Carry Knives. Look at that little boy. Is that not beautiful? Now, I got this before that, and then when I got this, I couldn't wait to do the review on this. I've done this one instead. So I've waited a couple of weeks before I've done the review on this. They're both exactly the same size. Now, this one's a bare head because it's a Barlow, and this one has a lovely end cap on it. But it's a threaded bolster, so it has got the ultra shiny blade steels that you get with their higher end models. Just look at that. And it's got Northfield, as you can see on there. Let me just see if I can get that a wee bit clearer for you. There you go. Northfield unexcelled. I mean, that is just beautiful. The clip is just gorgeous. If I put it against the clip on the... Just look at them clips. They are exactly the same. Oh, exactly the same. Lovely long pull. Beautifully shaped blade. I mean, they just are gorgeous. And gorgeous is a word you're going to hear me saying. I'm drooling over this. Look at the sambar stag on that. Is that not just gorgeous? It's not just a smooth handle. It is curved. It is contoured. Look at the backside. Look how well they matched. Excuse me, the front and the back. Isn't that just gorgeous? You don't get a shield because of sambar stag. You couldn't put a shield in there and make it look tidy. But you have the threaded bolster. You have a beautiful end cap here. Beautifully finished off. And two blades. And are they centered? There you go. They are centered. They are just beautiful. Although this is a small knife. Here's the little pen blade. I'll bring it out. I mean, that pen blade is absolutely fine. You can use it for all your wee tasks, for opening envelopes or anything like that. It's as sharp as a razor. Beautiful little knife. You couldn't upset somebody bringing this knife out. And you can cut your dinner up. You could cut an apple up. You do whatever you like. It mightn't be the smoothest, but it's not going to offend anybody. Now, it's $10.95, so you're going to have to take care of it if you don't want it to. Look at the shine of that. Isn't that unbelievable? I just think it is gorgeous. This has probably now become my most fidget-friendly knife because that sambar stag has the most glorious feeling to it. If I bring you up close again, it's full of knobbles, dips. You can just sit with this, with your hand in your pocket walking down the street. I would just sit and do that. Sitting at night watching the TV. It is so flush. Look how well made this is. I mean, GEC knock it out of the park anyway. Their Northfields seem to be that little step up, and you get the extras like that long pull and the cut swedge, and it's on both sides, not just one side. It's on both sides. Look how gorgeous. It's very hard to get the picture of it because it's such a shiny blade. It is stunning. Now, how practical is it? What do you want to do? I want a little knife in my pocket as a secondary knife that I can bring out. Well, here's today's carry. Let me just get today's carry. There's today's carry, my Hinderer. UK legal, but it scares people because it's big. It's a whole 3 inches of a blade. So, I mean, but over here, that's a scary proposition to bring out. So this is what I have either in my fifth. Well, I don't. I put this into a little pouch, to be honest with you. And I bring this out if I want to just cut a bit of thread or cut a bit of paper, do whatever. This is not for hard use. This is just eye candy. Pure and simple eye candy. That can work if you want it to. I will never hard use it because I love it. I'll never hard use this. I carry it and use it, but it's used for simple tasks. Like if I go into the kitchen and I need a steak, you know, the foil around it, a steak that's wrapped in, I'll cut things like that. You know, I'll open up a packet of pasta. Things like that. That's what I use these for. They're just not for hard use knives. They're too pretty and they're too expensive. I mean, these are just as expensive as the bigger models. But they just, it's there's something about it in hand. And I know it's small. And let me just show you. There's what the size of like a boy's knife would be, which I have on the way, I may add. I have managed to get one. But this is a case knife. This is a case Barlow that they brought out this year. So there's the difference in size. And I'll just show you the difference in blade size. This one's a spear point, but you'll get the gist. There's not that much difference in blade size, but it's maybe a bit more substantial. So let me just put this out of the way here. So what else can I tell you about this? Look, to be honest with you, this is at the price that you're going to pay, that you have to be comfortable in what you're getting. This is not, when I bought this, I know I can use this for anything and do. I have no fear of it. This, not that I have fear, but I wouldn't want to damage this. So I'd be very cautious about what I'm using it for. And that's the truth. I know I've said I use it, and I do use it. And that is the truth. But I'll be cautious in when I'm using it because it's just so beautiful. I mean, putting these two together now, just honestly, I can't tell you the joy I get. I'm going to have to rub this because they're just too pretty to be dirty. The joy I get at sitting down in an evening and having them two knives beside me, just to touch and fondle. The joy it brings me is as good as any Hinderer, any, Chris Ree's knife. This to me is art. This is artisans making something that very few people can anymore. Very few people can make knives to this standard. It seems that GEC is leading on the traditional front. Now, there's other ones making modern traditionals, but they're easier to make. These are all done by hand. Do you know what I mean? They don't have all the benefits that a modern knife would have. So these are done by artisans, by craftsmen. And that's why I love them. And these two are the pinnacle, I believe, in this pattern, that I could have in this pattern. I don't believe there's any. Now, if I got more, I'll get more. But I think I'm quite happy with the two smaller ones. I've got a boy's knife coming, and I'm actually going to use the boy's knife. Well, we'll leave that. I'll talk about that again. This today is about this little beauty. So let me give you some size comparisons. And I'm only going to use, well, look, there's my Hinderer. Let's get this. There we go. There's my Hinderer. So you can see the Hinderer to it. This is a small, diminutive little knife. Here's my number 78, which is my work knife in traditional. And I would quite happily take these two together. This to work, this for cutting bits of string. Put that up there, you can see it. Here is another one of my real favourites. This is a number 12 pattern. This is the toothpick. Again, I would take this as a work knife and use that as a secondary knife. We just put that up there. And there's the little Barlow that I was talking about. This is just the case Barlow, which is a cheaper knife to buy, and it's a great place to start. It's not that much bigger, but it's big enough, but it's cheap enough, if you know what this sounds. I don't want you to sound a bit crass, but this is cheap enough that I'm not going to worry too much about using this. I'll use this with pleasure for any task that's out there. I'll poke Brian do anything with this, because I have a couple of these. But I've only got the one sambar stag like that. And that sambar stag, let me tell you, it looks so much better in real life than it does in this video. And last but not least, I'll put it down with his wee brother, which is the Tom's Choice. They're two of the finest knives in the 12 pattern that I think I'll ever get. Not the 12, but the 14 pattern, the Lick Creek pattern that I think I'll ever get. And I'm now going to try getting other sizes and getting my best pick. They're my best pick. Some people don't like sambar stag, so it wouldn't be theirs. But for me, they're the two best. To be honest, they're my collection favourites now out of all my traditional knives. These two, and they have to be together. They just have to be together, because when I look at them, they're their own wee family, like a wee brother and sister. They just appeal to me and make me smile. I have a smile on my face as I'm doing this video, because these knives give that to me, and that's what traditionals do to me. This is function form, the most beautiful knife I have in slip joints. This is just a masterpiece. A masterpiece of a knife, well made by an absolute craftsman and a man who thinks everything through. These are both the same, but these are handmade by just the most amazing group of people at GEC. I mean, I watch all their videos at their get-togethers, and it's just a family-run business, and that's hard to beat these days. You know, it's not one of the big companies. This is a family-run business. So, I think I've swooned enough, haven't I? It's a beautiful, beautiful knife. If you haven't tried some of the traditional knives, give it a go. You can start with case. You can start with Rough Rider. Rough Rider makes some beautiful traditional knives. Absolutely beautiful. So, I mean, I'm sitting saying that, and I don't know why I didn't get a Rough Rider out, because let me just get one out here. Let me just get one out. This is one of the modern Rough Riders that's about at the minute. There we go. There's a Stockman, a Sow-Belly Stockman in micarta, green micarta. Look how beautiful that micarta is. This is a Rough Rider. And let me just get the blade out for you. Look at that beautiful big clip blade there. Isn't that beautiful? Really lovely in the hand. Great work knife. And again, there you go, I'll put it down. So you can start with a Rough Rider, then move to case, then move to GEC, or whichever way you like, whichever way you want to do it. And there's other brands out there. These are just some of the ones that I'm showing. I have plenty of other brands. Boker's another great brand that gives beautiful knives. So, but today's is that sambar stag, and I'll have to say it is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I just can't believe how hard it is to get the picture up, because that is such a shiny blade. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? GEC and carbon. So you have to look after these. But just the fit and finish, boys, it is just beautiful. So, I'll tell you one thing I'm going to say before I go. My friend in the community, he's another man who loves his traditional knives, called Warthog. He is getting very close to 1,000 subscribers, and he has an amazing giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. If you're not subbed to him, go over to Warthog. I'll put a link to his channel down below. Go over to Warthog, subscribe to him and get in on a smashing giveaway. But you're also going to get a really genuine guy who loves his traditional knives. And he's just a real down-to-earth man. I genuinely like him. And I'm becoming friends with him through this great community. So Warthog he's called. The description's down below. He's only a few off 1,000, so get over there. He has an amazing giveaway. It's a beautiful, beautiful knife. I'll say mother of pearl and then I'll leave the rest to you. Get over there and see it. I'll link to the video down below. All the best, everybody. Paddy's away for a wee cup of tea. Bye-bye now. Bye.